When was the first time you ever met Trump? 30 years ago, you
My
said.
gosh.
Where did you guys meet and
No,
how did
I'll
that
tell you
go?
when I first interviewed him, I had just got hired by Fox when it went on the air in 1996.
Okay.
I was a local radio guy in Atlanta, and which was a really cool time.
You got fired, right?
Not in Atlanta, no. I only got fired once when I first started, and I deserved it because I was awful. I was god awful.
So you got fired for performance, not because of views?
Both.
Both.
Oh, I deserved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was awful.
Okay.
But so was everybody else on the station, so the whole station should have been cleaned out. But that was in Santa Barbara, California. Then I moved to Alabama. That was my first professional gig, 1990 to 92. I got a chance to audition in Atlanta in 92, got hired there, which worked out to be a really cool time in my life because then Newt Gingrich was coming into power. And I was the MC the night he became Speaker of the House. Republicans had not had control of Congress for 40 years. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
And I was the MC that night. It was a really cool night. And anyway, so then I got hired by Fox in 96 before they went on the air. And then I started doing late night New York talk radio because I wanted to keep doing radio because I love radio. As you can tell, I don't shut up.
And what were you talking about at that time? Was it like politics at the time too?
I loved politics. I loved issues. I don't know what it was. When I was 10, 11, 12 years old, I would stay up late at night and listen to the pioneers of talk radio. Talk radio was not a big deal. And Rush really took it to like this huge, massive level and forged the path for all of us. And I'm very grateful to him for that because I know we follow in his footsteps and we miss him a lot. That Rush was a genius on every level. Anyway, so Trump would call in to answer your question. I'd get him to call in. He's like, who the hell is this guy? But I say, can you just call in for like a half hour? And then he'd stay on the phone for an hour and a half. And we began a relationship, and I began to realize this guy's really smart, way smarter than people are understanding. And then fast forward to when he's thinking about running for president, we had a conversation privately about it. And I said, I'll never support, if you're not going to govern as a conservative, you will never get my support. And that led to a series of meetings, late night conversations. I mean, deep into the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're on the phone. And, he's saying, well, why doesn't Iraq pay for our liberation of Iraq? Why don't they pay us back in oil? And I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Smart idea. If we're going to, risk American treasure, why shouldn't we? And I went out pretty early for him. And, oh, my God, I got the crap kicked out of me. Glenn Beck, Ben Shapiro, they probably spent 2 years on the air every day saying that I sold out, that I'm not a conservative.
Wow.
And meanwhile, I did my own vetting of Trump. And it was because of those conversations I really believed in him.
So you supported him in 2016 right away, right off the get-go.
Right out, pretty much right out of the. I was interested in Ted Cruz a little because I like Ted. I still like Ted. He's a personal friend of mine, but I felt Trump could win. I just saw in him an ability that he could break through, and he was iconoclastic and just different.